They'll run on first down. Benjamin. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Watch twist. Watch twist.
To throw on second down. Cunningham flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other is used.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Cunningham, he's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Eagles. And even 50 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side. Benjamin. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now Cunningham. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick here is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, 54. Mike 54. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Silver, over.
2nd and 5. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play here for the Cowboys. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Carter. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
Come on.
On 1st down, here's Love. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Cunningham to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Back to throw. Carter looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now Carter to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Carter now from the gun, he'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. Now, I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
I got him. 51, Mike 51. It's a party.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
51 to Mike, boy. 51. Pick up the ball.
Cunningham looking to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out right at the 35. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
53, Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down. Cunningham gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. On 1st and 10, Cunningham eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Watch the twist.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. The Eagles on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. Sliding out of the pocket. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play in that situation.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Here's Cunningham. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time.
I think
you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Carter, off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141 and a half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's Carter looking to throw on second down. All the way in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Carter. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Flushed out right. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Taken in at the 11.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 2nd and 6. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up second and 2 at the Eagles' 41-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw is Carter. Off the play fake. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Right here.
Throwing on first down. Carter, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Now Carter, a final shot before break. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Carter now, operating from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the score Eagles 24, Cowboys 2.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And he'll give it here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff looking right. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's in a first down, Cowboys.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Shift.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That burst good for 20 and a first down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Carter from the gun, he'll throw.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check 24, check 24. Let's go. Come on. Squeeze. Truck.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll run with Love. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 40-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun. Cunningham eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And to give this time to the tailback. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Switch it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
March by 4. 65, 65. 65.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Carter. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here's Carter throwing on 4th down. Able to find Isabella. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Carter. That is caught inside the 5. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Don't get nervous.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Carter. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Slam. Watch the safety creep.
Back to throw is Carter. Throwing on 4th down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jennings was the one he was looking for. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on 3rd down, Cunningham. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Second and 13. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Carter. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Eagles, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.